FC matchup for you, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Cleveland Browns. The veteran Dustin Hopkins has this one teed up, and we are underway here in Cleveland. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now ETN to start the drive. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. ETN once more. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. On first down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
44, Mike, 44.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, and the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now a 2nd and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb, and he'll take this one down to the 36. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. That is caught, and they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Well, Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. They just pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd down and 4.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And their opening drive, that ended with the interception. Fortunate, though, it didn't lead to points.
It didn't lead to points.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
That QB's trash. Let's go. Mike, check 33.
After the interception, here's Watson.
Here we go.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
Oh, no doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays that send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9.
Come on, let's go. Mike, check 33. 33.
Here's Chubb on the read option. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. Here's 3rd and 3.
Man left, man left. 4 down, 4 down. Alert. Let him go.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Chubb will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd and goal from the 1.
36, 36.
Watson off play action. Touchdown! Nick Chubb from a yard out. And the Browns post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, That's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so.
Well, that's the third interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. And again, it's Chubb. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and make...
Touchdown, Browns! Elijah Moore, 28 yards. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. I mean, 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, check Mike 33.
Now Watson.
You might be getting tired of seeing me.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He's to the 15. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
What we got?
Now it's Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Watson on first down. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. No gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 10.
Go. Mike, check 33.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Bell brings it in across the formation. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
So we got man. Mike, check 33.
To the air yet again, Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point from McManus is good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 61 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
Trayvon Walker makes the tackle.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want, and other times the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
And he'll be stopped at the 46, gain of 3. Third and 4.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Back to throw, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
On the counter, Etienne. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And they'll go again with Etienne. There he goes left side. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns 11. That one good for 37 yards. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side, it's a great chance it can turn into the type of play we just saw there, a big gainer.
A give, running right, Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Alert three.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This is 2nd and 8.
Right here. Shift.
Now Watson, he's going to move him around.
Mike, check 33.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he's brought down. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. And the Jags will take over here just shy of the 30. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate. 94 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Even. 4 down, even. Hey, check Mike 33.
Here's Watson.
Pick it up, defense, let's go.
And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Second and 10 now. It's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Running out of the gun with Etienne.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Etienne. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Here's Logan Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. This is first and 10.
You better be afraid of me. You better.
Now Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Ford. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. Watson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now Watson going to change the look here. To throw, Watson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. It's caught inside the 25.
Oh, what a time for a lapse defensively. That turns this game right on its ear. And now, forget about going fast. They might want to take the air out a little bit and force the defense to use some timeouts.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
Mike check 33. 33.
A give. This is Chubb. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
4 down, 4 down. Mike check 33.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3.
Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around a finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
They'll give it to Chubb. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo. Hey, kill.
Throwing now, Lawrence. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, partner, this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Here's 1st down.
Hey, pick your game up. Go, let's go. Hey, check Mike 6, Mike 6. And we're pretty quiet, D, we're pretty quiet. Mike 6. Here it comes. Hey, check Mike.
Lawrence will try again after the pick 6.
He's going to let it fly.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Just kind of a wing and a prayer there. This ball's kind of up for grabs, but they're at a point where they have to live with that. And fortunately, this one winds up incomplete.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Here's Lawrence to throw.
And he comes back with one complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.